And here with Jason Smyth of the Wyoming, I guess we say the Wyoming County or Wyoming East Middle School.
Wyoming East Middle School girls
Girls
softball.
You guys won the county championship. Tell us a little bit about that team and your season this year.
I had a really strong group of girls. We loaded with speed and hitters, and we rode the back of our pitcher, which was Peyton Brim, a strong left-hander who pitched extremely well all season long.
Was your goal coming into obviously you want to win a county championship, any championship you can play for, right? I mean, but what was your goal coming into the season, especially since you didn't have the year before to get the girls that were eighth graders? You know, they didn't get to go through a seventh grade year.
Well, and that's, coming into the season and losing last year. Of course, we wanted to carry on the previous years of the strong teams that come through and won the county championships, and wanted to get them focused back on track with playing. When our season started, we had a little hiccup in our second game against Bluefield. We lost by 1 run. And when that game was over, I told them that we didn't lose that game. We took a lesson that game, and that we would rebound, we would learn from it, and we'd continue our season and finish strong.
What's the most challenging part about coaching at that level? Is it finding players? Is it teaching fundamentals? What do you find is the toughest part of being at that level?
From so far from this side, been extremely blessed with some extremely talented girls that have come through. Sometimes the hardest part, and like I said, it's a blessing, is getting the girls in the right positions, because there's so many talented girls, and being able to pull the best out of each one in the right spot.
Now, I've been told you have done a phenomenal job getting girls ready to play at the high school level. Do you have a philosophy on that? I mean, I think when the girls walk into the Wyoming East program, they're already ahead of the curve a little bit as far as being ready to play at that level, and it's shown with a lot of young players this year. What is your philosophy in that regard?
I think it's a mindset to be mentally prepared for it. One of our strongest players coming off of this season was a 7th grader, struggled a little bit at the beginning of the season. We talked about what needed to be improved on, and we worked on that aspect of it. So, we build on the things that we know we need to improve, and just keep improving on the things that are already doing good. So fundamentals of base running, fundamentals of throwing. Don't throw the ball around. Don't throw behind the runner. Control the ball, control the game, and set the pace and the tone for it.
Now, I know you're the president of the Pineville Little League, and you've done a lot of coaching over there as well. How did you get into coaching, and talk about your ascent up to being a middle school coach?
Well, I've been associated with youth sports for quite some time, and of course I have 9 kids, so that plays into that, and being highly involved with them, and started at the t-ball level, and kind of moved through with t-ball and coach pitch and then little league, and just really love and enjoy like that aspect of it, and teaching the kids the game, the ups and the lows of it. I mean, there's nothing better than winning. That's the ultimate goal, but being able to even in a loss or in a defeat, to be able to learn something from it and move on from it and grow from it.
Now, I know Maddie Clark is your daughter, and she's done a phenomenal job basketball and now softball. Other girls on the program, how many do you think you've dealt with as far as being a coach for girls on the high school team now who begin? I think they're in the regional championship tonight.
There's several of them that some of them girls I started with. I'd coached in coach pitch. I always tell people the hardest ball that ever been hit back at me was by Andrea Laxton on a coach pitch game. So that girl can crush a ball. But
did you wear it?
Oh man, thank God there was a pitching machine, but she exploded the plastic on it. So I mean, when it hit it, their parts flew everywhere.
She's still hitting the ball that way too.
Yes, she does, man. She hits hard. So I mean, there are several of those girls that coming up. I had some interaction with through Coach Pitch and through Little League. You know, you got Lily Hill was a phenomenal hitter in Little League, and she fast as lightning, still phenomenal on the field.
Do you, other girls? Can you name some of them?
You know, Chloe Pritchard. I had her through Coach Pitch. I helped softball her 8th grade year.
Right.
Madison Clark, of course, coming all the way through. Been associated, involved with her. Trying to think who else is on there that.
You get a sense of I think my point was you get a sense of pride whenever they do well. And like tonight, they're playing.
Oh, I love
in
watching
another regional, the region's championship series beginning tonight.
Yeah, it's great to be able to watch them and see them do so well.
Is there a certain philosophy you use with softball? By that I mean I know there's not schemes as we talked before we started this. There aren't schemes, but do you have a basic philosophy, or do you kind of line up with what they're doing at Wyoming East?
Well, and kind of like with what I like to prepare them for is, I get to watch East practice because of my daughter playing. So, I get to see how they run and operate, and of course we get to work at the same facilities that they work through. So, just preparing them get them ready for fast-paced practices and moving the ball and a mentality. Being ready to mentally play the game is probably the biggest thing.
Do you think people will be surprised by how well girls play and do their craft? I mean, everybody knows about baseball. Do you think if a person who'd never been to a game would be shocked by how good a grasp the girls that are playing at that level have on their game?
I really do. A lot of people don't think about softball, I don't guess, and but it's extremely fun to watch. It's fun to watch how talented they are. We had a lot of speed this year, and the kind of speed you can't teach, can't coach. I mean, it's just natural. Cameron Tilley is just phenomenally fast. KK, she was a 7th grader that her power and speed, I mean, they were my 1-2, and if they got on, they were scoring. Like it wasn't even a question.
What does it mean to you when you hear the coaches at the the next level, talking about how their players, we don't have to worry about them being fundamentally sound. When they come to us, they're already prepared to play this game. What does that mean to you personally?
That means a lot to me. It means I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Because ultimately, you want to prepare them for the next level in everything you're doing, whether it's the next level of ball or the next level of life. I mean, because like I said, these girls are extremely talented. They're not only talented on the field, they are talented in the classroom. Extremely smart kids, which is another thing that helps make my job easy because they listen very well. Yeah.
Do you stress that?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
you got to stay on top of it.
Stay on top of it. I mean, they an amazing group of kids that's going to be coming out this year. That'll move to the high school level next year. Katie Trent, a strong left-hander, played first base for me. Absolutely crushed the ball. I look forward to seeing what all she does in her future, especially on the softball field.
Would you say the future is very bright for Wyoming East based on what you've seen and these girls coming off a championship?
Yeah, I think it's just going to keep growing for the East softball program. I just hope they stick with it. And that's, if you can get them to love the game at this level, not just play the game, but to love the game, that helps moving forward.
Okay. Jason, I appreciate the time. Congratulations on the county championship.
Thank you.